What's going on, everybody? As you can probably tell, we're already painting the fender flares. I might have overcompensated for how much paint is actually in those cans, because I bought 2 cans. I just used a full can on one, and we got 3 more to go. I got another can, so I'm going to try to get both of them painted for the rear and then put those on to see how it looks. But you can kind of see this right here is like super white compared to that back panel back there. Hopefully either Advanced, O'Reilly's, or somebody has some more of the paint, because we're definitely going to need at least 2 or 3 more cans. But yeah, the ones we went with, they're Rough Country. They're the slim fender flares, and they're pretty straightforward as far as installation goes as well. They give you the weather strip backing. I think it's like 300 and something feet. But this is all the instructions you get here. So for what I'm taking away is you got to remove the old ones. Use a Phillips screwdriver, loosen 3 factory fasteners in the wheel well. Use a pry tool to remove fasteners fully. Some fasteners will remain in place and should not be removed. It says use Phillips screwdriver to loosen 2 factory fasteners from mud flap in the front. Use a pry tool to remove fasteners fully. So yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward, especially for the back. Like the back, there's no screws or anything in the bottom portions, which is kind of weird. There is one here, and then there's one here. So there is some in the bottom, but not like at the very bottom. Make sure it ain't scratched up. It's kind of dinged up, but not bad. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick little video. Well, a quick little video of me starting the project, essentially. Like I said, we got this one all painted up. Probably gonna have to hit it with a couple more coats, because it looks like, which I'm not really too concerned about the underside right here, because I know that's gonna get chipped up with rocks anyways. The main concern is gonna be, you know, the outside portion. And I'm hoping this is gonna look good, being that the ones on there now are black. I'm hoping the white looks good. And another good thing about these is this goes over that back portion there as well. So that's gonna be kind of cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and get back to spray painting. Once I get one mocked up and on there, if we still have daylight, because right now it is, let's see, let's check the phone. It is 8:06. I didn't get home till like 7:30, so I've been at it for 30 minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one painted, maybe, and get one of them mocked up at least. I'm gonna hit it with clear coat and all that good stuff, because once it's on there, I'm not taking it back off unless it looks junk. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, like I said, once I get one mocked up, I'll pick the video back up and show you guys how it looks and how hard it was to put on there, which I'm thinking from what it looks like is not going to be too hard to install if my phone would stay focused. I don't know what this phone does. It just goes out of focus very easily. But yeah, once I get one mocked up, I'll pick the video back up and show you guys how it looks. All right, everybody, there it is, my DIY Raptor Ranger. It honestly doesn't look bad. Like I said, this is the first time I've ran or installed fender flares on a truck. And the main reason why I did it on this one is because I don't plan on keeping this truck forever. So when I trade it in, I don't want to have a ton of rock chips on it. And being that I took the factory running boards off, I thought Ford paint was going to be a little bit better than the Chevy paint, but it's just as bad. Back there on that corner there, I have probably 7 or 8 rock chips already. So I wanted to try to take care of that, because I am running spacers and I am running 33s, 33 1250 17s. So they're a little bit wider already, you know, given that the stock tire was like a, what is it? I think it's 275 55 17. So these are already a lot wider, and then adding the spacers, the tires stuck out quite a bit past the body of the truck. So anytime I left the house, I was getting rock chips on it. So hopefully these fender flares take care of that. And the truck looks really good now. We definitely have to get the Raptor grill now, just to give it that extra pizzazz, I guess you could say. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I think it looks really well. The hardest part was at the rear. So you do have to take your factory fender flares. These are fender flares. I wasn't sure what they was called, but they are fender flares. And it actually says it on the part number here, rear flare. So on the back, you do have to cut the front portion off. That way you can retain one of the factory holes for the clip at the bottom. Because if not, if you don't cut that piece, you actually won't be able to bolt the bottom plastic little retaining clip on. But the front ones, they mock up perfectly. No issues with those. But this one right here, if you don't cut that piece and put it back on with the 10 mil that's coming up through the bottom, you won't be able to put anything through that hole, because there's not a hole that you can put it through that's on the bed of the truck. It's actually just on that piece. All the rest of them, there's a factory hole like off of the bed itself. But I just took this thing about 3 hours away, and it was pouring rain. You know, I was running 70 mile an hour, and these things didn't move or budge or anything. So I think we're in the clear as far as them falling off. Because I was kind of skeptical with just the retaining clips, but I mean, they seem to be doing what they're supposed to. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Definitely got to get that Raptor grill, because that's definitely going to make it look 10 times better, I believe. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I know the paint's not identical to the body of the truck. Well, I mean the color's the same, but it's not like the shiny. I only hit it with two passes with the clear coat. If I feel like I want to get it to the same glossy finish as the paint, I'll pull them back off and hit them with another coat of clear, another 2 coats of clear. But I kind of like the way they look with like the flat color. I think that makes them stand out a little bit more than being the same exact color as the body. But also the little black molding that goes around the back side of the flare itself, that protects the body from the paint, or the body from the flare, from messing up your paint. I think that helps as well, because it makes it look like it's not actually part of the truck. But like I said, this is the first time I've ran fender flares on any truck. I've always hated them, but this actually doesn't look too terribly bad. And like I said, the main reason why I did it is just to protect the body from any more rock chips during this time that I do own the truck. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have been looking at the Nissan Frontiers, because they got those things priced really well. And what I don't like about the Raptor, or the Ranger, I said Raptor, Jesus. The Ranger is you can't get a sunroof in these trucks. I believe you can get them in the Tundra, you can get them in the Chevys, the GMCs, and even the Frontiers, but I don't think you can get them in the Ranger. And that's really what I would like to have. And not only that, but the Frontier, I think it has more off-road accessories right now than the Ranger. And that's another thing that sucks about this truck, is there's not a lot of aftermarket parts. Like, I mean, yeah, the truck looks great leveled on 33s the way it's sitting right now, but I want to do probably like a 4.5 inch lift, a little bit taller, and things like that. And right now there's just no aftermarket accessories. I mean, I can get the ditch lights and the grill, and then some, maybe like a cold air intake and the blow off valve, but as far as that, there's nothing else you can really do. So I have been looking at a Frontier. I think it was the Pro 4X, I believe, and it was like in a gray color, and it has a sunroof. It's fully loaded. But I'm not sure. Like I said, the Ranger, man, this thing looks sweet. Like it turns heads. Like I said, I just come back in it, and everybody that I passed was looking at it, or they were just like, "Oh, that truck's ugly." I don't know, but it definitely turns heads for sure. And I think the flares, for the price that what I paid, I think right at $290 for the flares. And in person, you can't even tell a difference in the paint. Obviously, it's not shiny, which I already know, but as far as the paint color itself, it looks pretty much spot on. And now that these are painted, the back pieces are a lot more, it looks a lot more like the Oxford white. It could have just been that the OEM fender flares were that satin gray, or whatever that gray color is. It was making it stick out like a sore thumb. But now that the flares are white, and that's white, and the truck's white, it kind of blends kind of well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will leave a link in the description for these, just in case anybody wants to pick them up. They're the Rough Country, I think they're the Slim series, because they make a little bit thicker fender flare. I didn't really want to go that route. I wanted it to be a little bit slimmer than, you know, a real thick and bulky looking one. And I feel like this gives it the Raptor Ranger look, which is essentially, you know, what the truck's going to look like once we get the Raptor grill. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you guys have any questions on how these go on, just drop a comment, hit me up on Instagram. I'll get to the messages. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and smash that like button, hit the sub button as well, and stay tuned, because we do have a lot more stuff coming for this truck and these trucks as well. Got some more stuff coming for them. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Peace.